Hey guys, the Super Review Show. This is my review of Terminator Genisys, which recently came out in theaters. Today is July 3rd, and review of Terminator Genisys. It came out July 1st. Now, after about 3 years, not to say 3 years of just why is this happening? Like, I can't believe they're doing another Terminator. I can't believe they brought Arnold back to it, which is not a bad thing. But they after 3 long years of, oh my god, mixed feelings from even the studio about this movie, I finally went to go see it, and I gotta tell you, I don't know what the big problem is. I'm looking at IMDb. It's got a 39 Metacritic, and it's got like a 7.2 out of 10. It came out as out an 8.1, and then it dropped down. I don't know what the big deal is. I will say this though. I really loved it. I'm not gonna lie. If I were to rank all the Terminator movies right now, it would be Terminator 1, um, Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Terminator Genisys, Terminator 3, no, Terminator 4, and then Terminator 3. That's how I would rank all of them right now. That's probably gonna stay that way for a while. Compared to like, I never thought I just loved it. I mean, it had a lot of good, funny one-liners here and there. It was very comedic in some parts of it. And anyways, I'll get into the specifics right now. So you have Arnold Schwarzenegger's back as his iconic T-800. Wrong. He's playing as the T-101, which came out. This is all spoilers too. Arnold plays a T-101 who back in the 70s, when Sarah Connor was 9, he came back to her when she was 9 and protected her whole life. So that's why throughout the movie she calls him Pops. Like, Pops, what are you doing? That's why she does that, because she grew up with this guy, this Terminator, as a father-like figure to her. John Connor is so basically the movie opens with this. You open with your opening in the future like Salvation did, but instead of staying in the future the whole movie, what they did is they go back, they take over the Skynet's official base, to take over the whole thing, and then therefore John Connor sends Kyle Reese back in time to save Sarah Connor, just like in the original Terminator. Excuse me. After that, but while Kyle Reese is going back in time in the time machine, if you will, while he's going back in time, he sees John get infected by one of his soldiers, who is the Matt Smith character, the Doctor Who character. Like, Doctor Who actor is playing the bad guy. He's playing Skynet itself. He's the computer program. He's the bad guy. He actually played it very well for a TV actor. Anyways. But as Kyle Reese is going back into the past, he sees John get infected, and then you flash back to that moment near the end of the movie, where it shows the Matt Smith villain, Skynet itself. He killed everyone. John's now been infected with a new virus, a new machinery virus, and what happens is it turns human cells into Terminator cells. It sounds weird, but but it was really cool. That's how John Connor would turn into the T-1000 and got sent back in time. That's how. It was actually very, very cool how they did that. As I said, John Connor is now the T-3000, who eventually in the movie finds Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese and Pops in 2017. Now, the reason why they go to 2017 is because of Kyle Reese goes back to 1984. They found a Terminator, and they need the Terminator time chip to plug into the machine that they've created, and therefore they make another jump to the future. They go to the year 2017, about 2 days before Genisys happens. Genisys, you may be wondering, why is it called Genisys with a weird Y? here's what happens. Genisys turns out to be Skynet, but Genisys is really just, you know, a program that Skynet uses for the whole world to use. It's kind of like in Kingsman: The Secret Service, where like, Valentine had all that, the free internet, free data, whatever, forever. But it turns out it was for the bad. It's that kind of thing again, where everybody's just on their phones constantly, and they're all just going berserk. And because this thing called a Genisys can really help you out in life. It's a really weird thing, but in the end, this is all spoilers. Skynet does not happen. Judgment Day never happens, and it's not in 1997. It's actually in 2017, which I find very interesting. But going back to how Kyle Reese was sent back in time. Kyle was sent back in time, and what happened was he was sent back to here's time, and then he got sent back to an alternate timeline where Sarah Connor knows who Kyle is, knows the gist, knows everything because of the Terminator that was sent back in time when she was 9. And they've been prepping for his arrival and the T-1000's arrival. Yes, the T-1000, isn't it? And he gets blown up pretty quickly, though. What a wimp. I gotta say, as far as emotional depth goes, there are quite a few emotional depth in this movie. Being that it's spoilers, with a part where the T-101, or Pops, gets smashed by the T-1000. Like, half his body's ripped off, and he just gets sent down into... He's and Skynet is creating the time machine that you see in the beginning, where the Terminators, where they send Kyle Reese back from the first place. They're also making T-1000s there. So but they're not permanent yet. But luckily, I don't know how it happened, but the T-101 came back, and he was ripped apart. He fell into this vat of liquid metal that makes the T-1000s. So now, this is what kind of set up the sequel, so to speak, of Terminator 6 and 7. Because remember, they're planning for a trilogy. This set up that Arnold's character, the T-101, is now a T-1000 type character. And he can then go and, he can just go. He's no longer just robotics. He is actually a liquid metal guy now. A liquid T-1000 now. But he's still on their side. So the programming state. So he's more deadly. But at the same time, he's more effective at the same time. You know what I'm saying? A little weird. Look, if you've heard the drama that went into this movie, you don't want to go see it, that's fine. Honestly, but if you're a hardcore sci-fi fan, this is the movie for you. I'm telling you this right now. Terminator Genisys, it's not the blockbuster of the summer. It's pretty close though. I would say Jurassic World is. I would say that Avengers is, and I would say Ant-Man is going to hit big. I think Man from U.N.C.L.E. is going to hit big, and I don't know, but this is just. I'm thinking that this is going to happen. I'm thinking that this is going to be a very good film for anyone. Anyone who thinks that this is gonna suck, you're wrong. You gotta judge it on your own merits. I'm telling you right now, because I went into this movie with an open mind, giving it all the critics' ratings, all the drama that went into it, and all. I heard about a plot twist. Apparently, that's the T-3000 one. So it is true, but that's not the complete twist. Matt Smith's character is. So overall, I give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. Just IMDb, you can only give whole digits. You can't give 8.5s or anything like that. I give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I don't understand what the fuss is, or why people are just whining, complaining. Oh my god, it's horrible. I don't get that. Point being, I think that this is it's a fun movie. It's a action-packed movie. Alan Taylor, he was at first I thought, why him? I saw Thor to the Dark World. I was like, yeah, this is great. And then I saw the trailers. I'm like, okay, the trailers are okay. The second one bought me. I was in. Now I'm here telling you about this movie. It's time to sign off for the Super Review Show, though. So, but this has been my review for Terminator Genisys. And for those of you who want to see it, go see it. It's a high fun. If not, that's okay. But for all your spoiler reviews and Terminator updates, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. I'll see you later.